Mega Man! Mega Man!
Mega Man, one of my all-time favorite video game series. While Capcom really hasn't done a lot with the Blue Bomber as of late, I still love playing these games. But what is a hero without a huge list of villains to stop progression? The Robot Masters are as much a part of the Mega Man series as Mega Man himself, each with their own unique designs and weapons. Well, most of the time anyway. But today we are here to look at the best of the best. So, now for the rules. Only Robot Masters from the stage selection screen can be on this list. This means no Proto Man, Bass, or any of the castle stage bosses such as the Yellow Devil. Also, I'm primarily focusing on Mega Man 1 through 10, so none of the Game Boy or Game Boy Advance Robot Masters are going to be here. Lastly, I'm focusing on these Robot Masters from the Mega Man games alone. That means no other form of media such as the cartoon series or Archie Comics is going to help determine which Robot Masters make it on this list.
Super Fighting Robot! Mega Man!
This is Crow Murder 15's Top 10 Robot Masters. Elecman was originally created by Dr. Light to manage the power output of a nuclear power plant. The weapon you gain from him is almost essential for fighting the Yellow Devil later in the game. While I like Robot Masters based on electricity, well, most of them anyway, he gets a lot of points taken off because of his level design. Vertical sections in a level can be cool, but not like this. Just gotta get up there and just... Ugh, damn it! Next! Normally, I'm not a huge fan of space levels in Mega Man, or the Robot Masters that are at the end for that matter, but Gravity Man is the one exception to that. He's not particularly a hard boss, just unique in the way you fight him. He's very similar to the Magna Centipede fight in Mega Man X2 that would come out years later. You know, even though he's a robot, I'm surprised Mega Man never threw up for how many times gravity changed on him during the fight.
What are you doing? Stop it! Stop it now or I'm going to...
What's that?
Most people hate snakes, and Mega Man is no exception when it comes to Snake Man. Most of his level is completely covered with large snakes. Now, they don't look harmful at first, but these things can shoot lasers! Snake Man is no pushover either. He shoots out little tiny snakes that can give a lot of damage. I'm just really glad his design looked threatening and menacing instead of something like this.
I'm a snake. I'm a slithery little snaky snake.
Now, you would think with a name like Sword Man, this guy would be covered in them. No, that would be Blade Man. And he looks stupid. Sword Man has a sense of honor and chivalry to him. Not to mention his entire top half is disconnected from the rest of his body and can turn into a flaming, spinning vortex of death. Basically, he's kind of a sharper, deadlier version of Top Man. All I can think of when I see Top Man is this.
Dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's tried and ready, oh dreidel we will play.
Metal Man has become a legend in the Mega Man fan base. His level is iconic, the stage music is extremely recognizable, and he just looks like a pure badass that's about to rip you to shreds. But probably the biggest thing people remember most about Metal Man is the weapon you obtain from him, the Metal Blade. You can go through most of Mega Man 2 with this weapon and obliterate almost anything using very little energy for each shot. Now, if only this thing had as much power as in Super Smash Bros.
What the fuck?
A vampiric robot that resembles Dracula. On paper, this idea kinda sounds dumb, but somehow Capcom made Shade Man work. Not only is his design pretty sweet, but his level is quite possibly one of the most atmospheric in my opinion. What's most interesting is his background. He was originally an entertainment robot for an amusement park. He's actually not that fond of spiders, zombies, or even ghosts.
Ghost?
I might be a little biased with this one considering my horoscope is Gemini, but the concept of Gemini Man is awesome. First, he can duplicate a hologram of himself that can attack as well. On rare occasions, he can even make physical copies of himself. His weapon of choice, though, is the Gemini Beam, a laser that can ricochet off surfaces to hit its target. Plus, I love his design. He was originally created to be a mining robot, and his crystal-like armor is a nice representation of that. It's pretty hard to tell which is the real Gemini Man and which one is the hologram. Which is the real one?
SpongeBob, no! Don't listen to him! I'm the real Mr. Krabs!
Don't listen to him. He's obviously a robot.
Quite possibly the most difficult robot master to fight, Skullman was created to be the perfect warrior, precise in attack, defense, and speed. One reason he's so hard to beat is he battles by your pace. He will not attack you until you make the first move. And if things get too tense, he has his skull barrier to protect him from almost any attack. But unlike most robot masters that have a barrier, he never uses it as a projectile. Plus, you have to think, where did he get all the bones to make his level? My guess, the bones from his fallen enemies. Now that's one.
These scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight.
Now on the surface, Faramond might look like your average run-of-the-mill robot master, but he's probably one of the most interesting as far as origins. Dr. Cossack originally designed him to be an underground exploration robot to look through pyramids. Think of it kind of like a robot Lara Croft or Nathan Drake. Once Dr. Wily got a hold of him, he was weaponized and turned into a leader for other robots to follow. Plus, his weapon is basically a spirit bomb. He's honestly irresistible. Maybe it has something to do with his pheromones?
Shut up!
He might not be the strongest robot master, but Shadow Man has it all. An awesome stage, a cool backstory, and a pretty sweet weapon as well. Shadow Man is believed to be a robot created by an alien race. Once Dr. Wily came across him, he was fitted with a ninja-esque design. His Shadow Blade weapon is equipped with an alien coating that can erode machinery, basically acid that doesn't harm the blade itself. And while I would have liked to see his stage be more Japanese or better fit his character design, his stage is a gigantic factory filled with lava. That's pretty badass. Plus, his weapon is almost necessary to defeat Wily at the end of the game. And come on guys, who doesn't like ninjas? And that's why Shadow Man is my #1 robot master. I'm Crow of Murder 15, and as much as I love this robot master, it's time to take him to the scrap heap.